What's up, everybody? This is Chuck Creekmer with allhiphop.com. We are here with Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. How you doing?
Awesome. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. We're here at CES and we're really enjoying ourselves. This is our first time here, but we've just entered into a partnership with Monster. So can you tell me what brings you here? And you've been talking to Noel Lee from Monster. And
Yeah, so we do a lot of different deals at CES. That's why we come every year now. But Monster's a really important sponsor for us. I love their attitude.
Yeah.
So their attitude is anybody can be a monster. You know, you got to be a monster at what you are.
Yeah.
And so Noel, who's the founder of the company, put his heart into these products, and that's why they're good quality products. And we're all about authenticity on air. So if I find a sponsor like that, then I'm happy to push them. You know, and so it's a win-win.
Cool. Now, when I'm going about my day, inevitably somebody will either share or forward one of your videos. Can you speak a little bit about what the mission of the Young Turks is in general, and then also, these issues surrounding social justice, which is really when I see you a lot?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank your friends for me.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's a lot that's wrong in the country, and sure, we're a talk show that talks about news and current events, but really what we're about is we're an agent of change. So we've turned the news business a little upside down. In the old days, and people don't realize that it's the old days, they still think it's today and they're wrong. They think, oh, you got to be dispassionate about the news. Yeah. Oh, so this kid was killed in 2 seconds flat. Right. And some people say he had it coming and some people say he didn't, and I'm moving on with my life. Well, I'm not moving on with my life. I want to change that because I think that's brutal, and I think that's a gross injustice, and I think you should have given that kid a chance. And if you care about the news and you're passionate about it, well, you should share that with your audience, and you shouldn't hide your real feelings and give that perspective, because if you don't get mad about it, you're never going to get that change.
Right, absolutely. Now, how do you feel about the news in general? Like, there are only, three, how many companies run the news really now? It's 5 tops? How do you, and then we have social media and other alternative forms of media. What are your thoughts on that?
I think those old 5 or 6 companies are in a world of hurt, right? If it wasn't us hurting them, it'd be somebody else, right? Because they do it the old way. They sound like robots, they're fake. They're fake in their presentation and style, but they're also fake in their substance.
Right.
So I know, I was on cable news, and when I was, they tell you to take it easy on the establishment. I literally got that speech, okay? And that was at MSNBC, that was supposed to be a progressive network. And so I was like, that's not how I roll. And so if I wanted to take it easy on the establishment and just make money, I'd have stayed a lawyer, right? But no, we got into this because we want to put our heart and soul into it. And I think, the core of a lot of our problems is that our politicians take legal bribes, and they brag about it. Oh, I raised the most money.
Right.
Well, yeah, I know. That's because you got $10 million from Wall Street and $10 million from that corporation, and the news guys that think they're the official news and we're rabble rousers, right? No, their job is to hide the news, right? Because the real news is all your politicians are corrupt, but they don't want to say that. One of the reasons they don't want to say that is because where does all that money go? It goes into TV ads. So if you're in the TV news business,
Yeah. I don't know the term, but they're basically paying each other off.
yeah, they got a nice little club, right? And everybody gets paid, but everybody outside the club gets screwed. So we're here to represent all those guys. But look, I'm a capitalist, and so I think if I'm running a business, any business, this happens to be the news business, and you're representing 2% the people inside the club, and I'm representing the 98% of people outside the club. Good luck to you, brother, because I'm gonna hand you your ass.
Right. So what do you think? We have an election year. We're in an election year, I should say, and it's looking crazy. Trump is not showing any signs of weakness. Hillary is running kind of a little shook up, and Bernie Sanders is kind of like the real renegade there. What are your thoughts? At least he's perceived as the renegade.
Yeah. No, Bernie Sanders is the real deal. That guy's put 40 years into telling the truth, being a progressive. you can't fake it for 40 years.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So he's real. Does he have a chance? Yeah, he's going to win New Hampshire, it looks like, right? And that's one of the first two. He still's got a shot at winning Iowa, no question. Like you said, Hillary's a little shook up. And the problem with Hillary is everybody knows she's the establishment.
Right.
Right? So Trump's insane, but he's not the establishment. He's like a billionaire guy who's a little dictatorial, a little fascist, right? Right. But Hillary Clinton represents the bankers and the news media and all those people, right? So now that's your progressive alternative. So I mean, I take my chances with Bernie Sanders, right? But if it winds up being Hillary versus Trump, I mean, you can't roll dice with the country, right? So I'm not going to roll that dice with Trump. No way, no how, no way, right? And so some people say, oh, he's just faking it. Well, I don't want somebody faking being a fascist, right? I vote no on that.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get real change, but we'll see how it shakes out.
And Obama's on the way out. Do you have any thoughts, views on his tour of duty?
Yeah, I got a lot of views on it. Going both ways. Here's what I mean by that. So all the Fox News guys have been horribly unfair to him, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super obvious to every human being except the people that work in news that are like, I don't know, Fox News says this, Obama says that.
Right.
No, but they're facts, right? And so almost everything they've said about him is a lie, right? Now, having said that, was Obama the change we wanted? Not really.
Right.
You know, he was, honestly, my wrestling nickname for him was the establishment, right? And so there was not a lot of, hey, let's fix income inequality, let's figure out how to help the average guy. There was a lot of fixing Wall Street.
Yeah.
But remember, his top donors in 2008 was Wall Street, right? So the Democrats have turned into, in a sad kind of way, the establishment party. The Republicans have lost their minds, like, we're going to take this country to a crazy place, right? There's a couple of guys like Bernie Sanders who are still doing the right thing, and that's where we are now. That's why you need fundamental change.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. From all hip-hop to you, we appreciate what you do and what your team does, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right.